Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you guys my progress for the trading accounts that I have connected to a robot that I've programmed to automatically trade for me. Before we get started, if you could do me a favor and subscribe, like, share this video, it really helps out a lot. But just to get started, I just want to give you guys some background. So, I have received multiple payouts from FTMO, and I was faced with the dilemma of what I was going to do with my payouts once I received them. Most people, when they receive payouts, they will spend it, or they'll blow it, or they'll do something that's not probably the best decision to make with the money. So I wanted to be a little bit more smart and intentional with my payouts. I didn't want to spend it or blow it. So I started to look into other areas where I can put my payout money, so that way it can earn something for me. It's not just sitting there. I did some research. I looked up bank accounts. I looked up high yield savings accounts. I looked up the going rates right now for a high yield savings account. I think they go anywhere from 3% interest all the way up to 5% interest. And so, I mean, at first it sounds like a smart move to make, putting my money in a high yield savings account. But I did some math, and if I were to start off with the amount that I received initially from FTMO, which was $2,000, if I were to save those $2,000 and I were to put them in a high yield savings account, let's just say that it was paying 5% interest. I mean, we know it's not really 5% interest because at the end of the year you have to pay taxes on your interest. So really it comes down to maybe like 2%, 3% interest that you earn. But regardless, let's just keep it at 5 just for argument's sake. If I were to find a high yield savings account that was going to pay me 5% interest, that's obviously annually, APY. So if I were to invest $2,000 in a high yield savings account that was paying me 5% interest, at the end of 12 months, that would only be $100. Because 10% of 2,000 is 200, so 5% would be 100. And that would be for the whole year. I would only earn $100 for the entire year, those 12 months. And I just realized like that's not a lot of money. That's probably enough to cover a dinner, or going to Target or something. It's nothing significant. So I realized that I should probably look for other avenues for my payout money, and that's when I realized that I would gain more having my money be traded. And I have been working on this robot in the back end. I've been tweaking it, I've been customizing it, I've been just working on it for a while, and I decided to just take the chance because at the end of the day, it's not my money, it's FTMO's money. So I was just willing to take that risk and have my money work for me. And so this is basically my journal that I have kept from the beginning of the trading accounts, and I began this on the 21st of February. I deposited $1,000 in each account. I have two accounts, so it's 2,000 total. And I am using the smallest contract size, obviously because I just wanted to test it out. And as you guys can see, the first day it generated $13 across both accounts, and it just continued to compound after that. This green box signifies the 20th trading day of the month. In trading, there's only 20 trading days because in trading, the market opens Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the market closes Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So the weekends are closed, so that's why I'm only calculating based off of 5 days out of the week as opposed to 7, and that would bring the monthly days to 20 instead of 30. So that is why I am using it for every 20th day just to track the progress on a month-to-month basis. So as you can see on the first month, the robot that I have programmed, it generated a total of $324.58. That was across both accounts. This is just like a visualization of those days. You could see that they're not all green. I do have some losing days, but you can tell that the winning days outperform by a long shot the losing days. The first month, I was able to generate around $171 in a day, and I think that was on the 10th of March. So that was the first month. Second month, still generating profits. The second month, I ended up profiting in total $665.58. So the first month I generated $324.58 profit, and the second month I generated $341 in profit. So moving on to the third month, again, the robot just continued to generate profits. There was a area or a period of drawdown from the 2nd of May to the 7th of May. During that time, the robot was negative for 3 days. But you can see that on the fourth day, the robot came and made $215. So that completely just nullifies those losing days. But yeah, I mean, there's periods of time where the robot does not trade. So that's why you see these zeros or these blank areas on the chart. And in this period, this was when I was in drawdown. So the robot was not entering or exiting positions. It was just managing the positions that were already on. And I think this time I was in drawdown about like 1,000, maybe 1,500, but which is definitely on a more aggressive side. I would not recommend anybody to have their drawdown set to this, but you live and you learn, and now I know going forward to definitely modify my risk settings so that way this doesn't happen, because it's just not enjoyable to see your account being in drawdown $1,000 or more dollars. It's just mentally just it's not really cool. So but after those 6 or 7 days of holding the trade long term, the robot ended up closing out the positions for a profit, and I'm making about $200 at the end of it. So this data is only for 4 months, so you can see that for the third month, I made only $152.63, but that was because I had a good amount of days where I was holding positions. The robot was holding positions, so that is why it is not as much as the previous months. But you can see that this final month, before the final month for the third month, it was only about $100 or so generated. That was just because of the drawdown and holding those positions. And then the final month, which the 20th day ended today, you can see that in total the robot has generated $1,236.48 across both accounts. So again, I would argue that this was the right decision to make in regards to choosing the right place to put my money. You know, if you were to just follow the logic of investing 5%, of earning 5% interest on the $2,000, that would have only been about $100 after 12 months. I generated $1,236.48 in 4 months. Um, and so, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any bank or savings account or credit union or anything that is willing to offer you, or that would be able to offer you these returns. It's just, I haven't found one at least. So, anyways, I like this journal because it helps me to keep track of my progress and it helps me to visualize it um, as well. So, these are the total profits that I've made per month. It's only been 4 months, but it's been profitable. And these are the balances that they are sitting at now. So, in my first account, it's $3,365.91. And my second account, it's at $1,318.23. My first account, I have higher risk, and my second account, I have the minimum risk. So, just to give you guys some context on why there's that discrepancy there. But I also wanted to go over kind of just like a breakdown of the profits, the losses, the percent gains. I think this is very interesting, and this is probably going to be the most shocking. So before I even get into this, you can see here my name. This is my account number. This is my broker that I was using for the first account. This is just the first account. This is not including the second account. I need some time to generate a report for the second account since it's on MetaTrader 4, but since this is on MetaTrader 5, I love how they have this feature where you can generate a trade report. So this is the report of my first trading account. Obviously, it's real. It's a live account. I initially started off with this account with about $1,000, 1,043, 1,050, something like that. And now it's sitting at 3,365. You can just see this equity curve. The green represents the growth. It's just a steady curve going up. Probably the most shocking is my growth rate. I mean, if you take a look right here, it says 49.61% growth. That's basically 50% gain, which is actually crazy to even think of that you're able to generate 50% profit. I mean, I'm not too sure of any other asset class or vehicle mode or anything that is able to generate 50% profit. And I just want to remind you guys that this is completely hands-free. This is what I believe the true definition of passive income. I did not have to enter any trades. I did not have to exit any trades. I did not have to do anything besides monitor the robot. And I think that this definitely has the potential to really impact lives. I mean, you're talking 50% gains when the S&P 500 annually gives you about 8%, 10%, maybe 12% in a year on average. And I am making 50% profit in 4 months, which is, I don't think there's anything else that I know of that is able to do this for anyone. So, so this shows that, that's the total amount of deposits that I've made into the account. Again, this is purely FTMO money. This is not my money. This is money that I received from FTMO from my payouts. And I did make one withdrawal. I just wanted to test it out, to the speed of the withdrawal and the process, and it was very fast. I didn't have any problems. Again, I'm not making any recommendations for brokers or anything like that. You should do your own research and you should speak with a financial advisor before you make any decisions. But I'm just explaining to you what it looks like on my end and how I approached it. But you can see here, it's real account, 50% gain over 4 months. And in this one account, I've profited about $834.85. Again, this is just one account. This is not my other account. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video so you guys can see what I've been working on in the background. I am definitely going to be tweaking this so that my risk is definitely lowered. And I will be updating you guys along the way. So yeah, I have obviously my FTMO account that I am trading manually, but I also have my 2 accounts that I am having a robot trade for me, and it has been going well. I definitely can improve some aspects on the settings, but for the most part, I would say that this has been a success, over 4-month period of time with live market conditions, real money, real stats. So I don't think that there's any way I can lie or sugarcoat or make up any of this. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like on my end. If you guys have any questions, guys have any comments, be sure to leave them down below. I'll be sure to answer any questions or comments that you guys have. And I'm not sure if I am going to be releasing this to the public in terms of the robot, but I'm thinking about it. I just don't want to come off as someone who's, trying to sell you something or, making fake promises. I definitely don't want to do that. But I am confident in the robot that I have coded, in the ability. I'm confident in its potential. I'm putting my payout money on the line, and I think that speaks volumes. I don't think that if I didn't have a profitable robot, or if I didn't have the confidence in the system, I would not be putting my own payout money on the line, because I've worked very hard. It's taken me many years to get to where I'm at today, and I just don't want people to think that I am trying to do anything besides what I should, which is to just stay focused, make the most of my situation, look at every and any avenue possible. But yeah, maybe in the future I will be more open to releasing this and maybe helping others do the same. But for now, I just wanted to give you guys an update and share with you my journey. If you guys liked this video, or you guys are interested in maybe learning more, be sure to hit the like button, be sure to leave a comment, be sure to subscribe. It just lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this, and it just lets me know that that really to just keep going and to just continue making the most of the situation, which is to just continue compounding, continue growing, and hopefully, in the near future, with my next payout on the way in a day or two, it'll just slowly but surely compound to the point where I am able to meet or surpass my full-time income. That was the goal from the beginning. And I think you guys can start to see how that might be a feasible plan in the near future. I mean, 50% gains in 4 months. Just to give you context, if I were to have $100,000 during this and I made 50% gains, that's $50,000 in 4 months. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Even though my profits, even though my numbers seem small right now, at the end of the day, what matters is consistency and scaling up. And that is when the life-changing results happen. That is when, trading will become the thing that most people look for. And I think that I am onto something. I have something of significance, and I think that I should just continue to do what I do best, which is just to put my head down, make these small tweaks, these small modifications, and just continue to see where my growth takes me. If I'm earning 50% in 4 months, who knows what it will look like at the end of the year, what my percentage gain will be. But I will be sure to update you guys. Just wanted to make this video. But yeah, I will go ahead and end it at that. But I will be sure to keep updating everything and letting you guys know where I'm at. But that is all for now. I hope you guys have a great day, great weekend, great Father's Day, and I will see you guys in the next video.